Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4. And in this episode of our Gran Turismo mode playthrough, we're going to be doing the front engine, front wheel drive challenges, FF. And if you look up here, see the drivetrain, we've got two that are in that class. The first being the Mazda Kusabi, which is the most powerful with 150 horsepower. And then we've got the Volkswagen Lupo 1.4 that I used in the beginner challenges, and that is I think that's 100 horsepower. I actually did some test runs without like saving the game or anything with the Honda S500, and it's not at all competitive even with their stage 2 turbo kit, so I'm gonna have to sell it. I couldn't really get anything done in lightweight, I couldn't get anything done in Spider Roadster, and yeah, it is a convertible. It's a beautiful car, but you can't really upgrade it enough, and if I could, it would cost way too much. Got nice leather seats, right side steering wheel and all that. So yeah, we're gonna sell that, get some extra credits. 13,281. I've got a lot of credits for being this early on in the game, so I could buy a car and it would be reasonable, but at the moment I should just focus on tuning with 35,000 in total. So I'm already in the Kusabi. We're gonna take this for the FF challenge, and I did a test run with this as well, and it's good. We'll have good racing with this one. So yeah, this third episode of the series. I actually haven't recorded an episode of this game in like a month. So yeah, me getting this Let's Play recorded a year ahead of time, yeah, this is not working out too well if I'm not staying on it. But I'm gonna try doing it every day from now on, at least recording wise. They come out every day. So we'll get to that. I think the first race is gonna be Midfield Raceway, which does look a little bit different in this game. Something I'm starting to notice is that there's so much more detail that the resolution doesn't match up as much as it did on Gran Turismo 3. And I was just playing that the other day. So, Midfield Raceway. Driving aids. Go ahead and turn all of that off. So I have full control of the car, and it's all up to me. Our first race will be up against the Renault Megane 2.0 IDE Coupe, Peugeot 206 S16, Mitsubishi Mirage Cyborg. Oh my god, I didn't know that was a name. Alfa Romeo GTV 3.0 V6 24V. Oh my god, this is a bunch of nonsense. You could just put it in the specs, don't put it in the name. And another Renault Megane. We got ourselves an 86-point race. What's strange is whenever I got my Honda S500, put the stage 2 turbo kit into it, and then I went to the lightweight cup. I was like the 5th fastest car there, but it called it a 30-point race. I figure if the race is harder, then it's worth more A-spec points, but that is not the case. So yeah, this is the Mazda Kusabi. I don't think this is a real car. It looks like a damn Hot Wheel or Matchbox, whatever, concept. But it doesn't say concept in the name anywhere, so can't really be sure. Get in the second gear, get more acceleration off the corners. You're not letting me race on the track, man. Stupid Mirage. I'm trying to figure out how to change the camera angle. Okay, there we go. And we got more camera angles in this game, don't forget it. Got one more camera angle. I don't have no cockpit camera angle until Gran Turismo 5. I think Gran Turismo 5 had like 6 or 5. I don't know how many camera angles they had in that one. So just whenever I shift into 4th gear, I find myself shifting back down to 3rd. I'm just flirting back and forth with that shit. I was saying that the visual appearance of this game, it's like there's so much more to be detailed with that on a 480p like maximum output with the component cable, it doesn't actually look better than Gran Turismo 3. I feel like the aesthetic of Gran Turismo 3 is better than GT4. It's just so bland. So I actually had to add a lot of saturation to my Elgato recordings because this game has just got a lot of dull color to it. Even after the first episode and the second episode, I made those changes. So that's a lap around Midfield Raceway in this game. The back of this car looks like a robot. But we got our 86 points. That's one of, I think, 5 races, just like the last one. There's our 1,500 credits. That takes us to 37,000 now. And next up is a 3-lap race at Suzuka Circuit. You see at the bottom it says East Course. I don't know what the East Course is. Yeah, they've got like 3 or 4 variants of this track in here. I know the small one that NASCAR raced at back in like the late 90s though. Fiat Punto, a Mitsubishi Eclipse, a Honda CRX, a Mitsubishi Mirage, Cyborg, a Mazda. What? This is dumb crap. What's a Mazda? Show me this wisdom game. It's an 85-point race. Okay, so it should be 1% easier than the last one. I think the highest A spec it goes is 200. Let's make sure we get the shift right. Yeah, that should do it. Oh boy, this blue car. Mazda. Is that the black one? Is that the Mazda? I have no idea. Oh, this East Course, that's the NASCAR one. Okay. I mean, I call it the NASCAR one, but there's other names for it. We're in fourth gear. I don't need to be in fourth gear. I keep on hitting the damn Mirage, man. I have my volume on my TV, so I can't tell if I'm in the right gear sometimes. I can check up for this guy, and then he'll smash the brakes in front of us. You know, I be nice to you, you be mean to me. That's just not right. There's that Eclipse. Oh gosh, I just pounded the fuck out of him. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to set up the corner, and then he was trying to unset up the corner. Y'all are weird. Yeah, you know, you just kind of go through the S's, and then you got a couple tight curves, and back into the straightaway. I'm already in third gear. Don't tell me to get in third gear. So this is a 3-lap race. So I've got a couple laps to fast forward to. I keep on forgetting what button is what on this setup that I have. Damn, we are pulling away from them in this one, like, immediately. And here we come, off the final corner. And that is the end of our second race. They got like 2 finish lines at this track. Anyways, that's another 1,500 credits, which takes us to just short of 39,000. Race 3, Hong Kong. I think this is a new track in this game, and I also think it's at night. Volkswagen Lupo, Alfa Romeo Twin Spark, Toyota Starlet Glanza. So many of these cars I've never even heard of until now. There are so many cars in this game. Renault Megane, Mitsubishi Mirage, Cyborg. Always with the Cyborg. Okay, we're going up or down? We're going up. 91 A-spec rating, which is like, that's 5 more than the first race. So this one should be a good bit more difficult. But, you know, I'm still going to have a very much of a fighting chance with this car from how the first couple of races went. I don't know, is it the Starlet? The Starlet car that intimidates my Kusabi, according to the game? I'm being patient. So about behind you guys. Okay, stop it. Let's not hit them damn walls. I'm not going to shift up into third just yet. We'll come off this corner, then we'll get into third. Okay, so we're up to 4th place. Yes, all the lights and all the neon signs. I confuse Hong Kong with Tokyo because of shit like this going through the city. I don't know if we need to be in third gear right there. For a second, I thought that we should be in second again. Not the opportunity to actually shift into 4th gear. Oh my god. We're making it work. Now we're going to have to shift into 2nd gear. At least the game is saying that we should. Would you stop driving so slow? I don't have to drive this slow, so you don't. These AI. Like, they've got slow cars, and then they choose to drive even slower than, like, the max they can do. I mentioned that whenever we did the second episode, the beginner challenges. Oh, that leader is quite a ways away. Oh, the corner was tighter than I thought it'd be. I mean, of course I've raced all these tracks so many times after having played through nearly the entire game whenever I first got it. I played this game for a year. Ugh. I know all these pointy walls, and I take it that's supposed to be water? Ow. Even though it looks like a frozen lake. I am in 4th gear. It sounds high, but it's actually low. That's strange. Like, to me, it sounded like it was high in the gear, but in reality, like, I was way low in the 4th gear. Get back into 3rd gear again. I'm just doing terrible with the manual transmission right now. But we're catching this guy little by little. Driving way too slow in this corner. I drove slow the first time because I didn't want to run over the guys in front of me. Okay, we'll just stay in 2nd gear. Now we'll shift into 3rd. God, I love this section of the track with all the lights. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but are we racing the reverse version of Hong Kong? Because I feel like I'm usually going the other way here. don't know why. I remember I watched a video of someone racing a Honda S2000 LM race car around this track, and they had it with like 4K emulator settings and crap, and it looked freaking amazing. And that's definitely something to find. I think it might have been from Timeless Gaming or whatever their name is. I don't remember, but I watch the guy's stuff every now and then. I'm right behind you. Ugh. Okay, so this is why it's challenging, because of this guy's car over here. Okay, he's gonna get on the brakes. Ugh. Dirty. I'm dirty. I'm a dirty boy. Well, at least for once, you're gonna see me cut to the end. We actually have a full race to watch, but I'm not gonna make you watch me just driving around the track that you've already seen. It's kind of redundant at that point. Like I'm driving way slower and being too cautious in some of these curves, but then not nearly braking enough in the really tight ones at some points. Okay, so let's get into second gear. Now that was well taken, but this car is slinging all over the damn place. It's getting loose. Another 1,500, and we are at 40,000. Our fourth race, 2 to go, Grand Valley Speedway. And this is Grand Valley East. All these eastern shit. A Nissan Primera. Shit. Never heard of it. Renault Megane, Peugeot 206, Alfa Romeo Twin Spark, and another Renault Megane. So many Meganes. Megane! Megane! We're all a bunch of boobs. 79-point race. That's the lowest we've gotten yet, so this should be a really easy one. Although I'm not that familiar with all these eastern tracks, unless it's a Kubo. Of course, familiar with the eastern ones and that, but when it comes to Grand Valley, I'm only used to the one they have in GT3, of course. I'm missing my shifts. Look at this beautiful green car in front of me. That's a nice green. Gotta love that. It's flamboyant green. What is a Nissan Primera? Is that just a regular ass sedan? It looked like it. That blue car. It's got like the same damn taillights as a Nissan Altima or Versa or just whatever Nissan, you know? I mean, the front end definitely looks different. It's got this weird pointy duty. Looks like some kind of sexy date dress front grille. I don't know. Oh, I'm trying not to kill the cones. I'm losing control. I'm being a loser. I should stop that. Let's focus, JC. I'm not familiar with what this track is doing right now. I'm used to it going other directions. I guess they wanted to keep it all short and simple and tiny for all the first beginner races. Start getting complex, longer tracks later on. Even though we just raced at a giant Hong Kong. Okay, and one more curve and that is a lap around Grand Valley East. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice car. Handles very well. It's got some good horsepower to it. It's better than all these other cars they keep on bringing you, all these generic sedans and stuff that are quite popular. But it looks weird. This 1,500 gets us to just short of 42,000. Our final race will be a 2-lap event at Twin Ring Motegi East Short Course. East. Nissan Primera, Peugeot 206, Honda Prelude. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. That's a really special car by Honda that I always liked. Mini Cooper, Opel Vectra. That's 3 new cars for this final event. And then you got me keep on bringing the damn Kusabi. Everybody's probably like, what the hell? 75-point race. You get 3 new vehicles, and it's just made this competition as the easiest one yet. Okay, well, let me zip through these 5 cars and show you a lap at this big old road course at Twin Ring Motegi. I never really feel like this track is that special in its full version or anything. It just seems kind of generic in this game. I feel like it could use more billboards and shit. It's always seemed kind of flat, but you know, it's got its elevation here and there. It's tight curves. It's wide curves. And we did do some some license tests at this track. I think one with the yellow Mazda Miata, was it? And then we have one with a BMW. Yeah, so we raced here a couple times in that case. We're up to 5th, and we don't have so many damn turns, back to back to back, so it's going to take us a while to get through all this. They put a 75-point race, but things are spreading out like crazy, and we've really got to actually try here. I thought it'd be easy. They're telling me it's going to be easy, and then it's not. Okay, down the 3rd gear, 2nd gear. I'm not trying to hit you. You're just sucking. You're sucking so bad. Stop sucking, dude. Whoa. And I'm going to cut him off into 3rd. There's a Peugeot in 2nd, and I guess the Nissan Primrose Everdeen in the lead. That's a Hunger Games joke. I hate that I had to say that, because if you already knew, then it's just cringe. But if you didn't, then it's good education. Okay, here we go. Let's slice through the middle like an idiot. Yeah. Into 2nd gear, into the lead, and then off of that tight curve, we got one more hairpin, and that'll be a lap around this East Short course of Twin Ring. I'm actually used to the Super Speedway. I think that's part of the Twin Ring series. Why am I in 4th gear still? But I mean, the Super Speedway, that is actually a quite famous track. NASCAR went there whenever they went, like, for the foreign tour and all that shit in the 90s. Come to think of it, this robot-like rear end that this car has kind of reminds me of Tron. Visor-like windshield and weird taillight shapes. Speaking of Tron, Daft Punk decided to retire. Sadness. I never actually really listened to him in the first place. Oh my god, y'all take y'all's time to give me these credits. And we're going to end off this episode with 43. Now they're going to give us a new car. What is this car? Click on that. It's going to do the loading thing. I know, I wish the face cam was lit better, but I don't have a lamp over there or anything, and I got all the lights over here, so I can keep it lit up well, and it does the opposite. Mazda. Okay, the Mazda 6 concept. Well, this is a really nice car, and I'm definitely going to use this. Is that rear-wheel drive? Because, I mean, I can't use it in FF, I already did that. 178 horsepower. That is quite an upgrade from the cars we've been driving for the past couple episodes. Okay, what drivetrain we got? It doesn't have a drivetrain. Oh, it's 10 out of 10. Great job. There are no events that I can use this vehicle in. It has no drivetrain, and there's no one make races. There's Club and Cup. There's Club and Cup in professional events. You see at the top left. I've got to be licensed so I can compete in that. They said this car right here in this preview has got 299 horsepower. And they got a Z4 and old rally car Ford thing. So find out how we tune this new Mazda 6 that we got in episode 4, Club and Cup. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.